Hi, this is Mark from Mark Music. First and foremost, welcome to our website. In today's video, I'm going to cover two things: how to navigate around this website, and secondly, the details of what kind of content we offer to help you as O-level music students or MEP students. So I'll get right into it. This is a walkthrough with the website, so if you look at our home page here, you will see an introductory video and some details about what our program is and what the membership service is about. Do take a read. Okay, if you want to access our resources, all of our resources require you to register as a member. Okay, but don't worry, registering for membership is absolutely free and it's very easy. So just click this register now button and you'll be directed to the registration form. I will walk you through this, and it's pretty easy to navigate around this thing. So some of you may be students, or some of you may be parents of students, or you might just be a teacher yourself. So just select who you are. You might be a student, or for me, I'm a teacher, I'm going to select this. Okay, just key in your name. If let's say I'm a teacher keying in for the student, just key in your student's name. Okay, and the email that I want to be associated with this membership. And do check this box. Okay, what stream or what level of study your child or your student is studying at. Currently, I'm just going to put I'm a teacher, just because I am. And next, your instrument name, what you're learning, your main instrument, and your highest certification. So for example, I'm a grade 5 student with a distinction, okay, in AVRSM or something, and maybe a grade 4 pass in theory. Okay, do check the capture box. Okay, and that's it. All you need to do is click register me when this is done, and you're good to go. Let me just give it a while here. Alright, register me. Okay, you will be directed to this acknowledgement page. Thank you for registering with us. Okay, you do need to give us a little time, as it takes us a while to set up your membership. Okay, and when that happens, you'll receive a personal email from us. It's a welcome email that consists of your membership number as well as the link to this membership website for you to set your password and create a password, and you have full access to all of our resources. Okay, and the resources are on this O-level resource tab. Okay, there are three things, and I'll cover all the three things today, which is all of our content. So the first thing would be MEP Hacks. If I click on it, if you're a member, you'll be redirected to login. So once you have set your password and everything, you shouldn't have a problem. So I'm just going to log in now. MEP Hacks. The general idea of this page is just snippets and little nuggets of information that can really help you with learning, help you with memorizing some of the key content knowledge. Okay, they are really snippets of stuff that can be useful for you that you might have found difficult. So for example, in Western music, you might find that you might find difficulty in identifying the period whenever you're listening to some classical piece or some Western piece. So there are some hacks here that can help you identify periods better. Okay, likewise for other things, how to identify form and so on. Okay, the same goes for other areas of study in jazz, in pop, as well as Asian music. And the most important thing that we feel is important is something called the indicative repertoire. The indicative repertoire section, if you expand it, is essentially titles of different pieces of music, okay, organized in all its associated genre. Okay, you may find that some of you who are in school, you may find it difficult to consult your teachers because they are busy, or MEP classes are extremely tight and it's challenging to ask your teacher, especially if you have to travel to another school for O-level music or MEP. So these indicative repertoire, these are titles that can be something that you can listen to if you find that you want to find out more about a particular genre. Listen to its style, listen to its characteristics while you are studying. Okay, and these indicative repertoire are all present in all the areas of study for jazz, for pop, as well as for Asian music. So that's all about the hacks. All of these are absolutely free. Okay, and now going on to the next section, this would be the focus guides. And this section is the meatiest portion with the heaviest amount of content. As you can see on this page here, you have to purchase some of these guides, but don't worry, they are actually at a very affordable price and they're currently going on a discount now. So if you want to buy a focus guide for Asian, jazz, pop, or even Western, just go ahead. And if you find that you want to get the entire bundle at a slightly lower price, it's all there for you. So the big question is, what exactly is in this focus guide? So I will direct you to an example of what the Western focus guide is about. Firstly, when you purchase any focus guide, you are given free access to a Prezi presentation. Okay, the link can be found on the very first page of your focus guide. So if you click on it, once you receive your document, but of course give us some time, just like membership. A maximum of 12 hours is all it takes us to add you to our system. Okay, so once you have been granted membership, or once you have purchased this focus guide, just give us a bit of time and we will grant you access to the associated Prezi page. So this Prezi is essentially one whole presentation on all the content, things like characteristics, composers, certain other key content areas that you need to know about this area of study. Okay, and the reason why we chose to use a Prezi presentation instead of a PowerPoint or other methods is because you can zoom in and out, and it's very mind map-like, so you can see very clearly where all the information is placed. Okay, you can pause the Prezi at any time, zoom in, zoom out to a certain region, and it's very clear which area is a big, large scope and which area is a very small, detailed area of study. Moving back to the focus guide itself, we recommend that you use the Prezi to study, okay, along with this focus guide. They go pretty much hand in hand. So the focus guide is divided into 3 segments in general. Firstly is the syllabus and the explanation for the syllabus. So we have listed out very clearly how the syllabus structure is like, and we dissect it and we analyze it for you and show you what things are important to know and what are the things you need to worry about. Okay, and the second thing, we highlight the different kinds of questions that can be asked. And in music, there are only 3 types of questions that can be asked, if that makes things a little easier. Okay, they are identifying, analysis, and stylistic commentary questions. Okay, we have indicated clearly in the focus guide how each question is to be answered and all the content that is contained within such questions. And as you can see clearly in the classical focus guide, all the big theoretical concepts, things like technical terms, symbols, all your theory things, non-harmony notes, devices, all of these very technical things are found in the identify and fill in questions. Okay, so they make up a very big bulk of questions in the O-level music paper. Okay, and we do also explain within the question structure how to tackle such questions. That is for the second segment. Now moving on to the third and final segment would be the period or the area of study or the subgenre itself. So within these periods or subgenres, we indicate clearly certain pointers to help you identify music. So we kind of say we have characteristics and we have pointers of how to identify Baroque period, how to identify certain instruments, what to listen out for, what kind of instruments to listen out for in certain periods, what kind of textures to listen out for as well, and so on and so forth. Okay, so all of these may be pretty wordy. There are lots of pages in the Western Focus Guide, so it's jam-packed with lots of content, and we took a lot of time to piece all these together, so I'm pretty sure it's very, very useful for all students. So going back to the resources, now we are on to our last tab. This is the practice papers. As of now, at the making of this video, we have 3 practice papers for you to do, and these papers are consisting of entire full paper 1 papers, which is questions 1 to 6 of your listening. So we have spent a huge amount of time preparing this, and the great thing about these papers are that they are mirrored in the most authentic manner and in the most concise manner to be as close to the exam conditions as possible. So the style of questioning, the types of questions that will be asked, and basically all the content is all very up-to-date 2020 syllabus, and it's something that can very well come up for your exam itself. So what we find that is important about these papers is that it is important to practice doing questions, because we know that for you MEP students out there, you may find that there is no popular bookstore assessment book available for you in the music subject, unfortunately. So we have created this resource just for you, and essentially you just purchase these papers. So just click on the shop and you just check it out, and once you have made the payment, we will send you the digital copy directly into the email that you registered with us with. Okay, so we suggest that you print your papers rather than to attempt on soft copy, because some questions require you to write notes right on the score, so that's a little hard to do in soft copy. So do print them out and attempt them by hand. It's almost like as if it's the actual exam itself. Alright, and if you scroll down, music papers have audio excerpts. So the audio excerpts are slightly further down in the page. Okay, so if, for example, you purchase the first paper, ME001, if you expand this window, all the audio clips of ME001 are in here. So extract 1 is for question 1, extract 2 is for question 2, so on and so forth up to question 6. If you do want to mimic exam conditions, these extracts are played only once on this player. So if you want to mimic the exact exam conditions, play these extracts 4 times with a 60 seconds pause in between. Okay, that will be how your exam will be like. But of course, it's entirely up to you. If you feel that you are just new to this whole system and you're not so good in music yet, of course it's fine. You can play the extracts as many times as you want for practice sake. Okay, it's entirely up to you. Okay, and the last but most important thing, not only practicing is important, I think it's good that you get feedback. So we have created a system where you can do the paper, listen to the paper, and also to submit the paper back to us. So once you have completed the paper, you upload your paper back into the system here. Okay, fill in your name, your email, and submit the paper to us. So how do you do that? We recommend that you use a PDF converting app. There are lots of PDF apps out there available for you. So take a snapshot of your work and upload it as one PDF file. Okay, it'll be great if we only just have one file to work with instead of many files of JPEG pictures. So once you're done, click the submit button and you are good to go. So we will take on our end about 3 working days maximum to collate all the information, to mark everything, to give you a specified number of marks to the paper, as well as feedback on where your strengths are, where your weaknesses are, and how to improve from there. So learning comes full scale. Here at Moritz Mark Music, we believe in good education for music students, okay, as much as there isn't very much resources out there available. So we intend to change that through this system, and we hope that this will be useful for you. So Do register with us now, and we will see you on the other side. Thank you.